This time, Yerushalmi Orlah, and the article holds with the edition where Mamish at the top of Chavzayin Ralph, Rabbi Voshem Rabbi Yechon. It's fascinating. It says Chavzayin Ralph and Chav Chesam Ralph both begin Mamish at the top of Rabbi Voshem Rabbi Yechon. Okay, in the Vilna, it's not like that, but in any event, it is the fourth line from the bottom of Yud Dalet Amud Aleph. Okay, so Rabbi Avo B'Shem Rabbi Yochanan said, Shloshim Nosei Tamim. There are three specific halachas about Nosei Tam, Isser imparting taste in heter. Tama, or Kol Shadi Tama, anytime a regular person can taste it, Omer, he says, Kiderazu Eina Chasera, before the spice of Isser falls in. He says, this pot is perfect. It's not lacking any spice. And then it says here, V'nofal. The Gra changed it. I'm not sure you have to change it, but he changed it to V'nifkam. There was the spice which falls in and afterwards, which is usher. Gives nice time. It gives a bad taste. Zoi noisim tam. Of course, here you do have to change it. Livgam. This gives a bad taste. Mutter, and therefore remains mutter. Va'afilu amar, and Imi said tavlin pon yesh b'kdei rozu. It's interesting the way they explain it here. It says, maybe Yerushalmi explains it, so be others as well. Imi said that this specific tavlin that is in the Kedera is Notzam B'Gam. The tavlin which is Notzam B'Gam is only because there's another tavlin in the Kedera, which contradicts it. Had the other tavlin of Heter not been in the Kedera, then tavlin Isser would not give an off taste. It's only because that other spice which is in the pot. So also, it's Notzam B'Gam mutter. It's Notzam B'Gam and it is mutter. Because Notzam B'Gam is Nidon B'Asher Rosham. Right now, the Talmud is Notzam B'Gam because the other tavlin in the Kedera. V'chol she'uman tomo, at any time a craftsman, an expert, a chef, tastes it, V'omer says, tavlin ploni, it should be not yesh, but ein. Ein b'kdei razu, that's also in the Gra. Zoi Notzam B'Gam oser. This is Notzam B'Gam, which still is oser. What do you mean? If he says, okay, right now it doesn't taste good, but if you would add such and such a spice, and obviously since the chef, he knows such a spice, what spice it is, then that off taste from the tavlin shalisser would go away and would be Notzam Tam L'Shvach. Even though right now it's Notzam Tam B'Gam, we don't go by Sherusham. No, because since it can be made L'Shvach, the fact that right now it's Gam is because of the middle process. So therefore, it's not considered to be a type of Notzam B'Gam, which is mutter. This Notzam B'Gam is osir. Fascinating. Okay, the article does not go with this. He does not go to Gersa Gra, but the Gra makes things simpler, and that's our job here. So we went with the Gra. Okay, so again, I want to repeat that distinction. If if a normal person says tavlin, he doesn't know. There's just time and therefore it's Notzam Tam B'Gam, right? He doesn't know how to fix it. He just says, oh, there's this other spice there, so therefore the time is Notzam B'Gam, it's still mutter. But if a chef tastes it and says, we can fix it, that's not Notzam B'Gam mutter, so Notzam B'Gam osir. Amazing distinction. Okay, and I guess it may not communicate if there's a chef present or not. We Ashkenazim don't go after Timas Kfela, we go after the Shurim, which seems to be the next statement of Rabbi B'Shem Rabbi. So the next statement of Rabbi Avo named Rabbi Yochanan is Kol Yisurin Shemishayim Nosan, all Yisurin, you reckon them kilu basal kilu kafel if they're onion or leek. And onion leek gives taste in a specific proportion in the mixture. Chazal say it's 1/60th. Maybe it gives it a taste. Okay, but now the question is, botzel kaflut, is that does everything else the same as botzel kaflut? Aknu davar shedarku lishtar botzel kaflut. So this is makes sense if you're putting in something else into a pot, which is generally put in the same proportion as botzel kaflut. That makes sense. Davar she'ein darku lishtar botzel kaflut, something which is not put in the same portion of botzel kaflut, b'mata misharo. How are you going to reckon it? Hakamon b'mata misharo. Cumin. It's a strong taste. Is it the same like botzel kaflut, or is it a different shear? Rabbi Yehuda said, "Lo ken Rabbi Avo b'shem Lezer ben Mina Mesika Shanu." Then Rabbi Avo said, "Name Rabbi Lezer Mina Mesika Shanu." Mina Mesika means they all have a similar taste. Onion, leek. It's not really sweet the way we define sweet, but the way they sweeten the pot. Onion, leek, when they're cooked, they become sweeter. But in any event, it's these things which all mean Mesika, they have they're mitzaref together, and therefore they actually can have the same shear. Okay, means here they should darken lishtar botzel kaflut, since they have the same shear as botzel, the same proportion usually in the pot as botzel kaflut. Shari so kill botzel kill kaflut. You can reckon them also with the same proportions as botzel kaflut. Shari are other types of isser. Aidesh ain't darken lishtar botzel kaflut. Since they're not normally put into the pot in the same proportion as botzel kaflut, mishayna some minon. You have to go by their own min. Hakam mishayna some minon. Cumin is not the type of mesika; it's a different type of taste. So therefore, it has its own shear. It doesn't have the same shear as onion and as leek. Ramana lo markein. Ramana said differently. Ella, rather, he said like this. Locain Omar Rabbi Avam Rabbi Lezer B'mine Mesika Shanu. Didn't he say that it's Mine Mesika? Now Mine Mesika Shanu, the way he learns it, it's a little bit of semantics, but but it's significant. Mine Mesika Idesha Taman Shaver. It's not a question of proportion; it's a question of taste. If they all have a similar taste, Mishanos on Kilbatsa Kaflut. You have to reckon them as botzel as kaflut. Sharka Yisurin, Alisurin, Aidesh ain't time shava. They don't have a similar taste. Aim Mashana goes kilo botzel kilo kaflut. You don't reckon as botzel or kaflut. Hakom tzvicha. Cumin, I don't know. So the question is why he doesn't know. It's interesting that the Marafulda and the Bnei Moshe say that cumin is different because it's not normally used like other spices. You put it on bread for fragrance. So therefore, it's a whole different ballgame. It sounds like if we knew for sure, and this possibly is a suffix, if used in a pot, then it would be a type of mina mesika, perhaps. But perhaps it has a similar taste. I don't know. It might be I don't know much about cumin. I don't know cumin onion whether you can relate the taste. But in any event, and that would be why it's a suffix, because it's used in purposes. But anyway, regardless, even if you say that it's going in the pot, you would still say that he's not sure, by definition of taste, when it comes to tavlin, how you define kamon. And it's possible he's not sure if it's similar enough to onion and leek, or perhaps he's not sure what's comparable to kamon, what's similar to cumin. Something else might be similar to cumin, which we are not identifying here. Okay, now we go on to another same Revo. Revo Shemiel said, "Kol nos nei ta'amim, ain't lokem aleim." There's the shita of Rabbi Yochanan that at no same time you don't get malchus. Ad shitam tam mamosha shel iser, until you taste the mamosha of the iser, meaning that you can't, even if something has the time iser, you need a kazayis of actual iser. That's without that kazayis of actual iser. The fact that it's no same time, you don't get malchus on that. He said, wait a minute, why can you say this? You're not tasting the substance of iser. You have the taste of meat in the milk. There's no mamoshes of meat in the milk. Hare lo tama, but omer loka. V'kibla. He accepted this. Ma'u v'kibla. What do you mean he accepted it? They renege on a shita. It's like a person who hears what his baldin is saying and doesn't bother to answer. He's just mekabel. So he's not mekabel, he's mekabel. So because and we know the Gemara in Pesachim that Memdal says Paschav Zechiddush, because it's the raya is that if you mix meat and milk the entire day, it doesn't become Isser Paschav. It's only by bishul, so therefore it's a unique case. We can't infer from it to other cases and from other cases to it. Okay, that brings us to the bottom of Chav Zayin Beis. We'll stop here for today.